Hi and welcome back to Abus and Beyond camper van tours. Now this one's particularly exciting because this week we're looking at a brand new offering from Vanworx. It's brand new for 2020 and it's going to be a budget, you look inside, this isn't budget, a budget version of a T6.1 conversion. This is the Nomad and this is very cool. So first thing you'll notice is this is a T6.1, which is obviously a brand new offering from VW that was brought out in 2019. So this is exciting that the converters are starting to use it as well now. Styling is really cool, really new. I love these new chrome bits that they've got along the front. I love the way that the lights are really cool, a really new design. I personally love the front of the T6.1. Let's have a look around the side. Now I love the little bit of styling that they've been putting on all the T6.1s. So if you had, say, a California, this would say California. This is because it's a transporter, it obviously says transporter. You've got big windows on all the sides. These are privacy glass as well, so you can spy on people, which we obviously love doing on campsites. Got opening windows on the side as well. On a day like today, when I'm literally dying because it's like 32 degrees, and I'm 33 weeks pregnant by the way, so that's fun. But anyway, I'm loving looking at vans. So you've got alloy wheels as well on the side. Again, this is a budget version, but there are other wheels that you can spec if you want to. As with most transporters, they actually come with barn doors. However, this one comes with a tailgate, which I prefer because if it's raining and you want to get stuff out the back, you obviously get to stand under the cover of the back, which is quite nice really. Now you'll notice as well that the sliding door is actually on the passenger side for the UK models. I actually think this is quite nice because it obviously means that you can pull up and the kids can get out on the passenger side where the pavement is. However, it may not work so well in Europe. It's something to consider anyway, but a lot of people prefer the door to be this side. Now a lot of the more expensive campers do actually come with electric pop tops. Now this one's a manual one, which actually means to me that there's less that can go wrong, which is quite handy, and that's actually really easy anyway. Now let's have a look at the most exciting bit, which is of course the interior. This is beautiful. Now starting at the front of the van, it's a 110 horsepower engine, this one. That's just to keep costs down. If you want a bigger engine, that's obviously something that Vanworx can do for you. This is also a T6.1. Now they can do conversions like this on used T6.1s or used T6s, just to bring costs down if that's something you're interested in. So that's something to bear in mind. But the price of this one is under 50k for a brand new T6.1 conversion. It's fully converted. Pretty good, I think, for what this is, especially when you consider how much the Californias cost. So it's got a very standard T6.1 dash on it, all the mod cons that you would need really. So you can connect your phone to it, put your media, that kind of things, radio, DAB radio, that sort of thing. Nice big screen actually, considering this is the budget version, so that's really good. Something to bear in mind as well, this is also a manual, so we had to remember earlier how to drive manuals because it's been a while, apart from our Defender of course. Now the Nomad comes with fully fabric seats. Again, if you wish to, you could have half leather, half fabric. That would obviously put costs up. So to keep costs down, they've put just fabric seats in them. These are also both captain's chairs, as you can tell. They also swivel around so that you can face whoever you're talking to. Now I personally love this kitchen. Again, everything is available to be changed if you want to with Vanworx. They've got a whole range of different colours that they can use. There's the same budget as what this one is, but I think this is beautiful. It's a really nice like sky blue colour with a really beautiful looking wooden worktop. Really hardy as well, but it looks really cool. So starting at the top, you've got all your domestic appliances. You've got a 2-burner hob and a really good sized sink. with cold water. Moving down the kitchen, you've got plenty of storage space. Nice big drawers here, really big drawers. Good positive catches. Good sized fridge as well, with a little freezer compartment. And that's on. Oh, I just want to climb in there. That's really nice. That's really cold. Underneath the sink, you've actually got a little bit more storage. You can fit stuff around just underneath the sink. You've also got your gas unit where you can turn off and on the gas for the hob. Further underneath that, you've got bigger drawers, really big drawers. And finally, you also have where you store all your water. Now these come in big 10-litre tanks there that are removable, so you can remove them, take them off to be refilled and bring them back, which is really good if you're staying somewhere and you don't want to move for a few days. You don't have to move the van to refill it, you can literally just fill those tanks up. Very useful. Then one really big surprising bit at the back, there's this huge storage area here. It's absolutely massive, it goes on for miles. And there's another bit you take out and it goes even further down. But that gives you access to the power unit and the fuses down there, so they're actually really easily accessible. You will notice over the top of that top loading unit there, you've got two 3-pin plugs. You've also got a battery test that tells you how much battery you've got on the 12 volt, and also another USB. I've just noticed as well, you've got all this lovely storage up here, so you've got even more storage up the top. Another thing for the kitchen area, I always like it when you've got a nice big window right next to the kitchen. Now this has got a huge window obviously, which has got privacy glass on, so again you can spy on people. So these are just sliding windows, but then as well you've got these great blackout curtains. Now you've got these tambour doors here which hide this incredibly useful storage area with 3 shelves. There's another one at the back as well, but when I take you around the back we'll show you that. Handily, there's also a nice storage area here for all your clothes and things too. Now underneath this safety rated rock and roll bed, there is another 2 big cupboards here. One which I think you could probably fit a toilet in if you wanted to, portable toilet, and the other one for even more storage, and they go right back if you have a look. They go really far back, so it's really good. If you're wondering about lighting, there's plenty of it. There's a switch just by the door that lights up all of it over the kitchen area and the bits here as well. So it's nice and light in here whilst you're inside. Now, as I said earlier, this is actually a safety tested rock and roll bed. It's also even better than that because it's got Isofix fittings, which you can imagine I'm quite keen on now. But it does make into another double bed down here, which is really cool. So let's have a quick look at the bed. Faking your life for the IG. If you got my number, don't add me, cause baby, I'm on hiatus. I'm on hiatus. I'm on hiatus. Now this is a bed that's easily big enough for 2 people. It's very comfy actually as well, and I quite like the fact that they use the back of the chairs because it makes it all completely level, so that's a really nice feature. This is also a 4-berth, which means there's another bed upstairs, so it's not just the case that it popped upstairs so that you can stand at full height, like I am. There is a bed up here as well, and that just pulls down because it's on these struts and makes into a really nice bed. Now this bed is massive and it's definitely big enough for 2 people. There's 3 windows here as well, so there's netting on the side windows, and then at the front you've got sort of this plasticky window that you often see in like tents and things like that, but lovely that you can see out if you wish to. Now let's have a look at what's inside the tailgate. So as you can see, there's quite a lot of boot space here. They've actually put the table here. Now this table goes inside the main cab area. It hooks onto the kitchen, and then there's this leg here that obviously goes on the floor. That gives you lots more space if you're cooking and that kind of thing. But if you're not using it, you can just store it in the back here. Also what you'll notice is there's a gas locker with a key. So that's very secure. You've got more storage space here, again in the same cabinet colour. It's lovely, and with the same flooring. That's a huge amount of space there. And then another bit where you've got more shelving in there, so even more storage space. You can also access this via the tambour door at the side, so that if you're lying in bed you can actually access that from the side as well. Obviously privacy is very important when you're asleep, so the back window does actually have these curtains again that are fully blackout, and then the other window at the back on the passenger side also has those same privacy curtains. Well, that concludes this epic tour of this budget Nomad from Vanworx, and I'm really impressed. For under 50k for a brand new T6.1 conversion, this is really impressive. And bear in mind as well, you can have this to whatever specification that you like within obviously that budget, but if you want to go over it, that's fine as well, they can do that for you. So this is really cool. Now check out Vanworx, we've put the link in the description to them. They're definitely worth checking out, a really cool company. Thank you ever so much to Vanworx as well for letting us film. This has been fantastic, and don't forget to like and subscribe because we've got so many more tours as well to show you, hopefully before I burst. So we will see you all very soon. Thanks very much. Bye. Staying prayed up, meditating and taking time away. You always posting up.